Hi, my name is Jeff Versi. Let me tell you a little bit about the last 26 years of my life. For the last 26 years, I've dedicated myself to the monster truck racing industry. I'm an owner, a driver, a track builder, an announcer, and now a production coordinator. I'm standing here in New Egypt, New Jersey, a racetrack that hasn't seen a monster truck in 22 years. I was here the last time they did a monster truck show here. It's a great place to be. This is Versi Jam. This could be the future of monster trucks right here. You know, they tell you, all the Monster Jam guys say, well, they encourage us to talk on social media. They encourage us to post on social media. You know what? I'm posting on social media right now. This is what it's all about right here. This is the backbone of the industry. Thank you, and we'll see you real soon.
You heard it right there from the man himself, Jeff Versi. The last time a monster truck was on this track was in 1996. But now, after 22 years, they have returned and returned with a major price. Team Bigfoot versus Team Snakebite. Which of these two will come out on top, or will a major dark horse be the one to take out the entire field on the first night of monster truck racing here at New Egypt?
New Egypt, 22 years later, back at it.
Episode 2 of MotorHour is here. Hi everyone, I'm Dalton Hastings. We are here for the Out of School Summer Smash Monster Truck Show presented by the Monster Truck Racing League. Dave Reif and his crew have put on a great track here today. We got Jeff Versi doing the track work behind us, but we have got such great action here. We got 6 of the greatest monster trucks in the world. We got Bigfoot, we got Snakebite, we got Equalizer, we got Hot Tamale, we got many more guys out here today. And right now, we want to show you some highlights of what you missed at Lernerville Speedway just a few weeks ago. By the time we got to New Egypt, it was around 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday to get the track prepared for a Saturday and Sunday show. Jeff Versi, who owns an excavation company in New Hampshire, did a real good job with making this track. He built this track within about 6.5 hours. Most promoters, it takes about 3.5 days. But every now and then, it really doesn't work out in your favor. Robert Mulrain Jr. and Chris Ross giving out a helping hand this weekend as they came by from Massachusetts to help out with Jeff Versi and help out on the track, help out with the show. They were the head officials for this one, leading the trucks into the pit party and everything else. Right here, you can see this big obstacle called the Versi Jam. I had the chance to talk to Jeff about this obstacle. TJ, if you can come with us, Jeff. You built this insane obstacle back here. Now tell us, what do you call this?
We're going to call this the Versi Jam. Versi Jammer. That's it. I like the Versi Jammer. Call it what you will. It looks like a pretty cool thing to hit. Doesn't matter. You know what? I always tell these guys, anytime I build a track and somebody usually has something to say about it. Well, you know what? There's none here I wouldn't hit with my truck. And hell, there ain't none here I wouldn't hit with my old leaf sprung truck that I was here with 22 years ago.
The next morning, the bad boys had to be brought out of their trailers and worked on to get ready for the show. After all the trucks are out of their trailers, the work was on to get the tires on and work on a few little last-minute things to get the trucks ready before showtime. Even Equalizer had some good help this weekend. Mike Hawkins was not going to be driving this week, so Joseph Yatsko was driving Equalizer. His son's driving Hot Tamale. You can see Chris Ross giving out his helping hand. But not only do we have the monster trucks here at New Egypt, we also have some freestyle motocross. This is some of their practice jumping. You'll be seeing a lot of their jumps as the show goes on here in this episode. A lot of the freestyle motocross guys getting some big air. Speaking of big air, here's some of the freestyle obstacles that you'll be seeing for freestyle. But right now, let's take a look at this track.
We have ourselves a nice racing setup here today in New Egypt. Straight line course, and if you're familiar with West Lebanon and Hagerstown, Maryland, these guys are going to be running off this roller first, going down 75 feet over the double set of cars, and then through no man's land going over the final jump over towards the crush cars. I'd say it's going to be some great racing action here today. It's going to be a lot of close action. It's going to be a lot of side-by-side action. Definitely gives an advantage to Team Bigfoot and Snakebite as well, but who knows, there might be a dark horse in today's racing as well.
After all the track preparation, it was time for the drivers' meeting.
Like some jazz fucking music playing, drive out. No need to go. Dude, I'll fucking play it. I will play, dude. Hey, I will play Ann motherfucking Murray. That is a sexy.
Fuck you, Alba, bitch.
Who, Alba? No way, man. I want to see Ann Murray go down on Barbara Mandrell now. So, good party's gonna be between those sets of grandstands, big area. It's not very big. Just be careful going up there. I'll have a radio. Everybody's gonna run left lane radio all night. One truck here that won't get up in existence. So, the final, after qualifying, I'm going to try to give you a break, maybe send the motocross guys out. What I think I like to do is after the wheelies, I'll have them come out and do some wheelies, so flat lane freestyle, and have them come out and do a couple jumps. Get through to the final round of racing, not run the final round, run the FMX one set, final round of racing. Then the event coordinator should come to us.
Yeah, he should be coming to us now.
Anytime I'm getting first every
intro.
freaking weekend for all summertime.
He gets the digger intro.
Yeah, he's last.
Huh?
Last.
Look at RJ Cole.
4?
Yeah.
You're number 1.
Who got 1?
4.
You alright with that?
I got S. What? Oh.
Wait, what place did you get?
Number 5? Well, who's am I missing?
Wait, what place?
I got 4.
You got 4. Okay, Joe.
3.
So that's the thrasher chat. You can write that.
And just like that, the pit party is now in full effect after all the hard work these guys did to get to the track, tire up, But right now, we want to let you know how these drivers feel about how they're going to be on this track here tonight.
It'll handle just fine, you know. The ramps, I think, are just a little cattywampus, you know, so that's why I'm saying we're going to test the waters and qualify and make sure we get the best line possible, the best passes we can, the fastest we can.
Oh yeah, we went out and several drivers, we all went out and looked at it. We all each got our game plan together on what we're going to do tonight. And each and every one of us are looking forward to a couple different moves we've thought up for this track. And just bring it on, we're going to have fun.
Honestly, I'll just wait till I get out on the track and see how I feel. See how the truck feels, and if I'm feeling great, I'll hit it. If not, oh well.
You know, the track's awesome. Like you said, it's a big, long straightaway, straight line drags. And yeah, they got some pretty big stuff out here, but I don't want to give away all my secrets. You got to tune in and see the end result, and then that's when it's going to come.
Oh, absolutely. Again, it's just testing out this truck, and just every single show I'm learning a little bit something different on it. And again, this truck's been handling big air great, and the truck is pretty much 100% right now. I'm gonna go out there, destroy it, and whatever else I find in front of me, I'll hit it and crush it.
And you want to talk about weird luck. All the trucks are lined up by turn number 4 coming down through the gate, but unfortunately the first truck in line was stalled out. Toxic and Corey Snyder had a dead battery, so all the trucks had to back up and go through the turn number 2 entrance. You can see Chris Ross over there directing directing traffic, trying to make sure everything goes right, and here they come. And as Killer B comes out, it is now time to introduce our field of trucks.
Who's ready to beat the metal machine of the monster truck?
Corey Snyder and Toxic is going to be the first out of the gate. He had the chance to talk about driving his multiple trucks from the winter to now going into the summer.
Two of probably some of the most biggest names in the sport. Taurus with so much history behind it, and Mossima with just with a big fan reputation behind it. So again, this year has been great, and again, hopping into this Toxic ride for pretty much the rest of
Trey Myers making his return, driving a monster truck, driving Killer B this weekend. He had a chance to talk about his first time hopping back in the seat in nearly 2 years.
It's great finally jumping back in the seat. Been a little while, but we just gotta have fun.
Keeping the field of trucks going, Joe Yatsko filling in for Mike Hawkins this week in Equalizer. Mike got a little bit of a busy schedule back home, but don't forget, the Hot Tamale truck is here. Joe's son, Richie Yatsko, driving that truck tonight. But now, to round out the field, we have the Snake versus the Foot. Here's the Snake, Chris Copperhead, driving Snakebite. And our last truck, Bigfoot, driven by Larry Swim. Bigfoot, the one that started it all. Let's see how he will do on this straight line course here in New Egypt. Here we have our schedule of events. We're going to have wheelies coming up next, then qualifying, racing, and freestyle. And of course, at the start of every show, there's always the tradition of firing up the engines. Jeff Burns is going to give us the countdown.
Let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engine.
As the motors come to life, we are going to take a break. We will be right back with some wheelie competition action. Stay tuned on Motor Hour. you haven't already, go over to Back Channel Productions and Nick Davis's channel. MotorHour puts on amazing coverage anywhere they go. Be sure to subscribe over to them. Right now, we are back here at New Egypt getting ready for the wheelie competition. Trey Myers is going to set the pace. You can see him getting himself strapped in, making sure the truck is safe and ready to go. They're going to be giving out the RII test. It's a mandatory test at any monster truck show that you go to, always just to check to make sure that the kill switch is working.
Fired up, Trey, let's get it on. The RII, this device I have in my hand, is 2 other like this round. A good test. This device.
And you can see right there sticking out his hands to make sure that the radio is working. Trey is about to get ready to go. His first time driving in over 2 years. Anybody who's familiar with the name Trey Myers, former driver of the Iron Warrior, former driver of Black Stallion, helped out Mike Voders a long way. He's been helping out a lot of other guys too. He's been helping out Tim Mente, he's been helping out Tim B, the owner of this truck. So he's been giving out a good helping hand. He's getting ready to set the pace. You can see this tremendous layout that we have here. Cars everywhere. Looks like he's about to go over towards the middle lane. Let's see how he goes. Trying to flatten those 2 cars down. And again, I think he's just trying to make sure he has a nice flat surface on the car. That way he can get himself a good launch. You see the truck's all the way up by the middle of turns 3 and turns 4. Kind of like Lernerville. Setting the crowd up. Here he goes. Nice job by Trey Myers. Getting that truck off the ground. Coming back around now. I think he might be hitting this stack here. Yep, he definitely is. Unless we... Nope, he's coming back. He's definitely going to hit the middle lane now. I think it's going to be a good chance to see if anybody will go after the racing lanes. The ones with the vans. Again, same technique. Wants to flatten down these cars. Make sure that he can get the crowd pumped up just a little bit. Now let's see, he's backing up for his second hit. Here he goes. Getting that front end up in the air just a little bit. Nice job by Trey Myers and the Killer B. Coming back to wave over to the fans. Then have to go all the way around towards the pits. We're going to show you the replay here in just a second. Really, really good way to get this, this show started. Nice job getting that front end up in the air just a little bit. At least these guys don't have to deal with a slippery track like it was in Lernerville just a few weeks ago. And coming right out of the gate is Toxic and Corey Snyder. They definitely got that battery issue fixed. See great momentum coming out of that gate already. Now he wants to put on a good performance in the wheelies. Toxic, that beautiful, beautiful Ford. Backing it up now. You know, Corey's been running the Monster Jam Tour all winter. But let's see how he does here. Amazing! You can see that front end all the way up in the air. Nice going by Corey Snyder. Unbelievable! Look at that, and a little slap wheelie to boot.
What a run for Toxic.
An incredible job by Corey Snyder. Take a look at the air he got on that. And the second one too, unbelievable, near 90 degrees. Turning just a little bit and almost rides a small slap wheelie. Good job by Corey. And now it's time for Joe Yatsko to come out here, put on a good performance inside that Lucas Oil Equalizer. Mike Hawkins, the owner, couldn't make it here this weekend, so Joe's taking over the controls. He drove Equalizer most of the summer last year, so now he's getting back into the seat this year. But also he has to deal with his son too. Richie is driving Hot Tamale, so we're going to see how Joe does here in Equalizer right now. Getting the front end up just a little bit. Joe now going straight forward towards the other stack. And I don't think that was supposed to happen. A little bit of motor problems for the equalizer.
These guys will work on that truck, get that thing running 100% before we come out for racing. Let's see, Jeffrey, you got an eye on it. Make sure you got it fired back up. Oh man, he's having some issues right there. We may need the loader to get him off the track.
Straight from the plexiglass here at the flag stand. Joe backing it up now. Been having fuel problems all weekend. Some nice air right there. Good job out of Joe Yatsko in the equalizer. Take a look at these highlights. You can see nice bit of air there for the first one. Despite the fuel problems, the second one, he actually had some good hang time coming off the bout. You can see right there, nice air. Tough break though for Joe Yatsko. He has to get that truck worked on right now. We got qualifying coming up shortly, so he has a little bit of time to get that truck prepared. Richie Yatsko already out on the field, coming out for his first hit. Little cockeyed right there, coming out to the side. Let's see what he's got. He's got one more. There you go, getting the truck off the ground.
Great run. Now, ladies and gentlemen, somebody asked me.
Richie's showing he can do better than his old man. He had no motor problems on this one. You can see great hang time out of Richie Yatsko in the hot tamale. Keeping the fields going was Chris Copperhead out of Copperhead Canyon, Colorado. You try saying that 10 times fast, it's going to be a tongue twister. Chris Copperhead, the nephew of Colt Cobra out of Cobra Creek, Colorado, the owner of Snakebite. Snakebite was built in 1991. Only had one dream, to knock Bigfoot off the monster truck world as the best monster truck out there. And the rivalry is still going after 20 years. Here he goes. Nice job by Chris. He's got one more. There you go, some nice air. Front end coming up just a little bit. Nice job by Chris Copperhead in Snakebite. Here's a replay of Copperhead. Getting some nice air there. Here's the second one again, getting some great air. These trucks are gonna fly in freestyle tonight. And now it's time for our final wheelie competitor of the night, Bigfoot and Larry Swim. Bigfoot, the truck that started it all, out of Bob Chandler's shop in St. Louis, Missouri, back in 1975. God, if you can believe that, 1975, 43 years later, Bigfoot is still going strong today. Winner of many championships. Larry Swim has won a couple of them himself. But right now, let's see what he's got. Here he comes. Going to go around the vans. He's going to go straight for the middle stack. Let's see. Getting that front end up. Bigfoot 21, a longer wheelbase truck compared to most of the other trucks that are out here today from Concussion Motorsports. Longer wheelbase than most Bigfoot trucks out there. Let's see. He's got one more. A little sideways, but nice job. And some nice air over the roller. Pretty little bonus for the crowd. Let's see these highlights. You can see, nice job over the first jump right there. Second one a little crossed up, but nice going by Team Bigfoot. Here's some freestyle motocross action here as we had a little bit of downtime. Two of the local motocross competitors came out here, tried to put on a good show for the fans. Definitely did a good job of doing that. Nice air by some of these guys doing some good tricks, such as heart attacks, no-handed landers, heel clickers, knack-knacks. Brings you back to the old pace freestyle motocross days. Right now, we're about to get ready for some qualifying action. Here are some of the highlights here from qualifying. Not only did I film this, but I also had to count the trucks. It was a little bit of difficult time here because you had to hold the camera 1 second and hold the stopwatch the next. Corey Snyder and Toxic came out to set the pace. He had himself an 11.36 second pass. You can see Jeffrey Fielding waving him in, telling him that he's getting ready to go green.
Track is clear. 3, 2, 1, go green.
Killer B and Trey Myers was the next one to go out. He had himself a little bit of a slower time, but you can definitely see that these guys are trying their best out here with this track. And watch this run by Joe Yatsko, an equalizer. Gets himself crossed up and goes in the other lane to get himself a 5-second penalty. And then it was Richie's turn. You can see Jeffrey Fielding running out of harm's way. But of course, the truck that beat them all with the 9.3 second pass was Larry Swimmin' Bigfoot. And in a close second came Chris Copperhead in Snakebite with a 9.50.
Fielding is clear. 3, 2, 1, go green.
And right here, the first round brackets, we will have a fast loser, but look at the top of the bracket to get us kicked off for racing. Bigfoot and Equalizer. Man, this brings us back to 1989, 1990, where these two were facing off for the TNT championships. Right here, it's just the first round of competition. We are about to get ready to go green. Bigfoot with an easy victory there as Equalizer and Joe Yatsko comes down across the line. He'll be going through the infield back to the pits. Hopefully he can get that fast losing position. Nice job by Larry Swimmin'. Bigfoot number 21. Here's the replay. You can see, great job over the start, but you know, a lot of the drivers were really concerned about how this track would work out. But as you can see, it didn't have no affair to anything for Larry Swimmin' Bigfoot as he comes flying across the line, and right behind him was the Equalizer. As we got into the second race, a little bit of, I guess you could call it drama ensuing in the pits as Toxic couldn't get the battery issues fixed. They had Killer B waiting on the line for a little bit until Toxic came out. Corey Snyder ended up taking the near lane, while Trey Myers and the Killer B ended up taking the far lane. You know, this has got to be a little bit frustrating for Corey Snyder. This is twice in one night that he's had issues with the battery. Thank God it wasn't as embarrassing as it was for the introductions. You can see Jeffrey Fielding bringing them in, getting ready for the thumbs up, and they're getting ready to go for the green light.
3, 2, 1, go green.
As Toxic comes right into your living room, Killer B will come across the line next. Hopefully Trey Myers can get that fast loser spot, but what a great job by Corey Snyder. Let's take a look at the replay here again. You can see both men trying to get the advantage. Corey Snyder ended up landing first after the first mogul, but then just hammers it down. Look at this shot right here coming right into your living room as Toxic goes to the semifinals. Killer B will hopefully maybe get the nod to become a fast loser. You know, we are now getting word that the loser of this race gets to go against Bigfoot. So the loser of this will automatically be fast loser. So who will that be? Will it be Snakebite or will it be Hot Tamale? They're off the line. Here they come. Gonna be a little bit close, but Snakebite gets the edge. Hot Tamale will go back to the line to face Bigfoot. Look at Snakebite all the way going through turn number 1, going into turn number 2 now. I guess he thinks he's a sprint car. They usually run sprint car races here on a weekly basis. Man, Snakebite doing a good job. That big green Ford taking out that beautiful red Chevy of Hot Tamale. But Richie has another chance. He has a chance at hopefully defeating the legendary Bigfoot. Here we are. We're getting ready for the semifinals. Who is going to the championship race? Will it be Larry Swim or will it be Richie Yatsko? We're about to find out right now. And it is all Larry Swim. He's going to the championship. Larry Swim getting the easy victory over Richie Yatsko. Richie will have a chance to make it up in freestyle later on tonight. What a good job, though, by Larry Swim. He's going to the final round here at New Egypt. But who will he face against? Will he face off against his arch nemesis Snakebite? Or will he face off against, a lot of people say, the dark horse to win this event here, Corey Snyder and Toxic. We're going to take a look at the replay here. You can see right off the line, Richie Yatsko had a small problem. I don't really know what he had, but amazing job by Larry Swim. You can even see in the background, they had a drone there showing aerial footage of this show. It's on their Facebook page if you want to check it out. New Egypt Speedway on Facebook. And to think more frustration couldn't go for Toxic. The battery kept giving him more and more problems. Snakebite was waiting at the line. And unfortunately, they had to put Corey Snyder on a 2-minute clock.
And we'll put Toxic on a 2-minute clock.
But in the end, Corey came back yet again. But could he take out his frustrations and go to the final round? We're about to find out shortly. You can see in the background there, Sean Oblin's ride truck, Web Slinger, was brought out this weekend. They brought out a lot of fans here. We are about to find out who's going to face Bigfoot. And the snake will move on right there. Look out as Toxic almost takes out that barricade and that tire going right through the infield. Nice job of driving by Corey Snyder out of Colorado. Both drivers out of Colorado, actually. Chris Copperhead and Corey Snyder. What a great job by both drivers. Take a look at this again. It is virtually even at this point. Snakebite is a little bit ahead, but Corey Snyder kept trying to come back, but what a good job of driving by Snakebite. We had a little bit of drama ensue right before the championship race. Snakebite was brought back to the pits due to oil problems. They had recently replaced an engine, and they weren't really quite so sure on how it would hold up for this event. Corey Snyder was brought back as a replacement just in case the Snakebite couldn't make it, but at the very, very last possible second, Snakebite ended up coming through the gate, and he would be known that we would see a Bigfoot versus Snakebite championship race.
Gentlemen, they got it. Snakebite is ready. It is a Bigfoot and Snakebite final.
As Snakebite comes in, I had a chance to talk to both Chris Copperhead and Larry Swim about how they felt about their rivalry.
Larry Swim, no.
tell you, Larry, whatever the heck his last name is, who cares anyways? A Bigfoot driver anyways. But, you know, Bigfoot's always a tough contender, but so am I. But you know what? You know, the track builder, he's, you know, we're going to test the waters tonight and see how how the truck handles. But, you know, old Snakebite, I'm sure it'll handle just fine. So we're going to do our best, buddy.
You know what? You can run your mouth, but take it to the track. That's where it all comes to life, and that's where it means something. But, yeah, you know, the Snakebite Bigfoot rivalry's been around for years, and it's great to be a part of it. I was a kid watching it, and now I get to live it, so it's pretty awesome. You know, it's a lot of fun here in New Egypt Speedway, and we'll see what tonight brings.
You know, this goes back a long ways when Cobra decided, hey, I want to go after Team Bigfoot. And right now we want to show you a little flashback here, our MotorHour flashback. We want to show you from 1992 at the Indianapolis RCA Dome. Cobra in the near lane, Andy Brass in the far lane driving Bigfoot number 10. Watch this upset of a race. Now fast forward to 2018, we are getting ready for the championship race as the monster trucks come back to New Egypt Speedway. Who will take night one of racing? Will it be Chris Copperhead in the near lane or Larry Swim in the far lane? We are about to find out right now.
Track is clear. Get your cameras ready. Thumbs up. Go green.
An incredible race. I can't even tell who won that one. Unbelievable. We got to show a few replays here. If you're wondering where the finish line is, if you look behind Bigfoot, there's a checkered plaid board on the ground. At the end of that checkered plaid board is where the finish line is. This was the replay in 0.75 speed. Now we're going to look at it in half speed. Let's see. Unbelievable. I can't even tell. We're getting word in the pits that Snakebite is having a lot of oil problems. They brought that truck over to the pits. We're going to take a look at a photo here. Man, that is just way too close to tell. But from looking at the tape a bunch of times, the winner of racing was Team Bigfoot's Larry Swim. Trying to get his helmet off. They're going to go through the gate and talk to the fans. What a great job by Larry Swim. We're going to send it down now to Jeff Versi to talk to our race winner, Larry Swim of Team Bigfoot.
Larry, no one loves between you and the Snake team, but I'm going to tell you what, that was some awesome racing.
You know what, that's what it's about. All these guys here run hard. You know, we met up with the Snake again. Unfortunately, we pulled it off. I got to thank all the guys back at the shop that work endless hours behind the scenes to give me a great piece. This is our newest truck, 21, and it's awesome, you know. I got to give a special thanks to all you fans. 43 years for Bigfoot because of all you guys, and I'm here living the dream, so thank you guys.
Give it up for, ladies and gentlemen, Larry Swim and Bigfoot! We're going to take a very brief intermission. The merchandise stand is open. New Jersey Elks selling those raffle tickets. We're coming back at you in about 15 minutes for the show.
We got to look at this just one more time. Amazing. You know, from 1991 to 2018, these guys have been battling each other all the time, and it still keeps going today. What a great job. Congratulations to Larry Swim of Team Bigfoot. You notice a little bit of a camera position change. We are now on the other side of the racetrack by the middle of turns 2 and turns 3. Great view for Freestyle. Before we take our final break, here's some highlights of the Freestyle motocross guys. But right now, we want to let you know, coming up next is going to be Freestyle from New Egypt of Night 1. Stay tuned for more. And we are back here at New Egypt, getting ready for freestyle, coming out to start the field. Trey Myers in Killer B. Timothy B owns this truck. Watching Trey as he drives. This is Trey's first time in nearly 2 years driving. And nice air. Gonna keep it going. Each driver gets about 2 to 2.5 minutes to see how they can do to put on a good show for the crowd. So let's see how he does. Nice wheelie to get started. Getting that front end up a little bit. About to go over the roller. There's one more show tomorrow, and from looking at the weather reports, it is supposed to be hot and humid. Nice job. Trying to keep that momentum up as he goes over the sets of crush guards. Some nice air there. Is he going in the infield? Yes, he is. I think he's turning his attention over to this stack right here. Remember Jeff Versi at the top of the show, he called it the Versi Jammer. Nice and easy as he goes over it. Is he going to head over towards this side now? Now this obstacle that you see here, CJ Burress, he came up with the idea to make this stack, so props go out to him for this as Trey goes up and over it. Some good air there. Coming back over towards the grandstand side. Let's see. Whoa! Gets himself in a little bit of a situation there. Let's see. That truck seems to be bouncing a little bit. Not entirely quite so sure if it's just a shock issue or anything, but Killer B putting on a good performance right now. And I think that may be it. Yes, I do believe that is it. He's waving to his fans. Trey Myers in the Killer B doing a good job this weekend. For the first time driving in quite a few years, he definitely put on a good performance there. Going all the way around the speedway. Coming towards the camera side. Nice job out of Trey Myers. I'm going to show you the replay here. You can see he's the first one to definitely attack this Versi Jammer. You can see taking it nice and easy, doesn't want to go over it too hard. Some good air there. Coming back around and then hitting those sets of crush guards there. Definitely setting the pace for what we're going to see today. Here comes Equalizer Joe Yatsko. We had a chance to talk to him a little bit earlier about why he was driving this weekend and not Mike Hawkins.
He just had a lot of business work at the house, and he wanted to stay behind and make sure that got taken care of.
A man of a few words, and now he's out here on the track. If you guys remember our last episode from Lernerville, Mike Hawkins nearly burned that engine up. So I think that Joey wants to come out here, put on a good performance, but not as much damage as what Mike did. Going over the Versi Jammer, some nice air there. On two wheels just a little bit. He's going to be bringing that truck back around. Coming over the other side. You know, Joe drove this truck all throughout last summer. And again, some great air. Leading off to the side a little bit. You can even hear the tires bouncing. Is he going to cut a donut? I believe so. That's definitely worth a few points there. The first one to attempt a donut. Equalizer is known for putting on high-speed cyclones. So let's see what else Joe has. You can even see the drone in the background there. Getting some nice air over the cars. About to come over this stack. I think he might have something broken. Going a little bit slow now. Now we're getting the word now. It's a broken planetary. So Yatsko is probably going to be ending the run a little bit early. Yeah, he's definitely ending it now. We're going to show you the replay and show you how he did on his run. Let's take a look at Joe's highlights here. Definitely some of the biggest air we've seen tonight. Getting that truck a little bit onto its side. And again, good air. And definitely the first to do a donut. But right now, he has to deal with not only setting the pace, but right behind him is his son, Richie Yatsko, getting ready to go right now. You can see Jeffrey Fielding and Chris Ross telling him he's good to go. You know, Richie is pretty excited to be competing with his father this weekend. He had a lot to say earlier in the pit party about competing with his dad.
Just hope for my best luck, I guess. I mean, he's a good racer and great freestyler, but I don't know. I'm pretty good at racing this year for some reason.
Well, that's racing. This is freestyle. Let's see how Richie does. He's going to attack the infield right first out. Here he goes. Front end down a little bit. Look at that. Had the front end come up. Hard on that throttle. Those Hawkins motors make at least 1,700 horsepower. They sound beautiful. Every now and then they have fuel problems, but I'd say that these guys make tremendous horsepower. You can see some great air up and over the Versi Jammer. Yatsko putting on a good performance right now. You can see the brake rotors are already starting to light up now. See what else he's got. He's going to come over towards the racing side. Let's see. Some great air right there. Front end up. Let's see what else. And again, some sick air there. Richie Yatsko putting on a good clinic now. He still has a good amount of time left. He wants to make sure he can knock off the old man off that perch. You see the drone. There's some nice air again. Definitely keeping up that momentum. Let's see what else he has. I know he's got a lot more tricks in his system. Let's see. Off the backside of the cards, look at that, a great sky wheelie. Oh, and the rear tie rod. You can't see it, but that rear tie rod has come off big time. Richie Yatsko putting on a good performance. Let's take a look at these highlights again. Amazing job right there. That was his very first hit. Coming off that Jeep stack and then over the Versi Jammer, some great air. This truck was just shooting itself to the moon all throughout its entire run. But this final jump right here, look at that. Great sky wheelie, ends up bending the rear tie rod. You can even see it sticking out just a little bit. But right now, here comes Corey Snyder and Toxic. Let's see if he has those battery issues worked out. You can see that guy in the shorts walking through. That's Rich Blackburn of Viper. He was originally supposed to be on this field, but unfortunately just truck wasn't working properly, so he couldn't make it to the show. But he came out to lend a helping hand. Corey Snyder now. Let's see how he does inside this truck. You remember at the pit party he talked about driving Taurus and Monster Rottweiler on the Triple Threat series. Now he's back in his truck for the summer. Coming in with good momentum. Let's see what he's got. Now remember, Corey and his dad, Jay Snyder, they normally don't like to go too big, so they like to keep their equipment steady. So let's see how good he does. Remember, consistency is the key. If anybody knows consistency, these guys do. Some great air up and over that Jeep. Up. He's about to attack the stack from the other side now. Up and over it. Turning it around. He's about to go after it again. Unbelievable. He's the first guy to hit it twice now. What else does he have in store? About to go over the racing lane now. Trying to keep that momentum up. And now, coming towards the backside of turn number 1, about to slide it right through. Getting enough speed now. Oh, tried to go up for a nice sky wheelie there. I think he was trying to do a copy of what Richie did. Corey has to have something else. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's about to go for a donut now. Take a look at this cyclone. Man, he's got the crowd up now. What a great job by Corey Snyder. He's definitely got this crowd up. Going over the Jeep again. Coming through. And he's going to end it right there. What a great performance by Toxic and Corey Snyder. Let's take a look at these highlights. Great job by Corey Snyder and Toxic. Going over that Jeep. First guy to attack the Versi Jammer a few times during the same freestyle run. But this donut right here was amazing. Spinning that truck, spewing the dust all over New Egypt. What a great job by Corey Snyder. Unfortunately, Snakebite wasn't able to be fixed in time for freestyle. That means we only got one truck left, which is Larry Swim in Bigfoot. That beautiful Concussion Motorsports chassis, Bigfoot number 21. Dan Runte and Larry Swim are the only two drivers to actually drive this truck. You can see those headlights coming on. Just because the truck doesn't have red headlights doesn't mean it can't look cool. Bigfoot's on the course now. Now, if you've never seen a Larry Swim performance, check it out. He's one to watch, as you can see, getting some great air up and over the Versi Jam. Coming back around. Those KC lights. He's going to be the first one to attack it from this side. Look at that. He's the only person to actually attack it from the opposite side. See those lights shining through. Again, great air by Larry Swim. Coming up again. Wow! Unbelievable. Definitely getting some good hang time out there. Bigfoot, known as a great jumping truck. And again, some fantastic air and a little slap wheelie. For fans that might remember, Bigfoot was in the Guinness Book of World Records at one point for a world record long jump. Set it back in 1999 at 202 feet. Bad Habit broke that in 2010. And then in 2012, 214 feet Bigfoot jump in Indianapolis. Larry Swim showing that this truck can still jump. Nice job. Let's see what else Larry has. Is he going to cut a donut too? No, he's going to go hover over the backside again. Wow! Front end up in the air. Larry Swim in Bigfoot. Going towards the grandstand here. What a great job by Larry Swim in Bigfoot. Well, that right there was a really good freestyle run by Team Bigfoot and Larry Swim. He will be the overall winner. Got the biggest cheer for winning freestyle and becoming the race winner. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes episode number 2 of MotorHour from New Egypt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, enjoyed these highlights, and I will see you for episode number 3, which is going to be the day show from New Egypt. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.